Ever wonder what it takes for a metal band to claw their way back from obscurity, stronger and heavier than ever? We're diving deep into the epic sagas of 10 legendary metal titans who defied the odds, proving that a career can be resurrected from the brink. Get ready to witness the ultimate comeback stories that solidified their place in metal history. Alice in Chains, Black Gives Way to Blue, 2009. Most comeback albums fail. Alice in Chains didn't. In 2009, Alice in Chains returned after losing Lane Staley. Fans feared the worst. This band meant too much to get it wrong. Black Gives Way to Blue wasn't about replacing anyone. It was about surviving loss. The riffs were heavy, the harmonies were haunted, and the title track wasn't a single, it was a goodbye. No nostalgia, no rewriting history, just honesty. This wasn't a reunion. It was a comeback that earned its place. Testament, The Formation of Damnation, 2008. Thrash metal didn't die in the 2000s. Testament proved it. By the early 2000s, Testament were legends, but no longer leaders. Trends had shifted. Thrash was considered old news. Then in 2008, they came back with The Formation of Damnation, produced by Andy Sneap. Classic lineup energy. The riffs were fast, the solos were sharp, and Chuck Billy sounded angrier than ever. This wasn't a nostalgia record, it was a warning shot. Testament didn't update thrash metal, they reclaimed it. This wasn't a reunion album, it was proof thrash still belonged to the originals. Accept, Blood of the Nations, 2010. Accept didn't return quietly. They returned heavier than ever. By the late 90s, Accept were gone. Metal trends had moved on. Many thought their time was over. Then, in 2010, Blood of the Nations hit. New singer Mark Tornillo, produced by Andy Sneap. No compromise. The riffs were massive. The choruses were anthemic, and Accept sounded sharper than bands half their age. This wasn't nostalgia, it was a full-force revival. Most comebacks play it safe. Accept went to war, and it worked. Megadeth, Dystopia, 2016. Surviving cancer and collapse. Megadeth's history is chaos. Lineup firings, lawsuits, hiatuses. Then in the early 2000s, Dave Mustaine faced nerve damage and later throat cancer, a death sentence for a vocalist. Against all odds, Megadeth returned in 2016 with Dystopia. It was sharp, aggressive, and Grammy-winning. Megadeth didn't just survive, they proved anger never ages.
AC/DC, Back in Black, 1980.
The greatest comeback ever. In 1980, tragedy struck.
Bon Scott, voice of AC/DC, was dead.
Most bands would have ended.
AC/DC did the opposite.
Back in Black wasn't just a comeback. It became one of the best-selling albums in music history. It was grief turned into power. Loss turned into legacy. No comeback has ever hit harder. Or louder. Slayer, Christ Illusion, 2006. People said Slayer had gone soft. They were wrong. By the early 2000s, Slayer faced backlash. Lineup changes, changing metal trends, and fans who thought the fire was gone. Then in 2006, the classic lineup returned. Tom Araya, Kerry King, Jeff Hanneman, Dave Lombardo. Christ Illusion hit fast and vicious. Political Rage. Blistering riffs. Lombardo's drums like a war machine. This wasn't Slayer adapting. This was Slayer reasserting dominance. No reinvention, no compromise. Just a reminder, Slayer never left. Judas Priest, Painkiller, 1990. Painkiller saves metal. By the late 80s, Judas Priest were chasing trends. Synths, softer production, confused direction, metal fans were losing faith. Then in 1990, Priest dropped Painkiller. It was fast, it was vicious, it was unforgiving. Rob Halford's scream on the title track became a metal battle cry. Priest didn't just save their career, they helped save traditional metal itself. Iron Maiden, Brave New World, 2000. Reborn after the Dark Age. The 1990s were brutal for Iron Maiden. Bruce Dickinson left. Adrian Smith followed. Albums sold less. Fans drifted away. Critics called them irrelevant. Then came the year 2000. Bruce and Adrian returned. Brave New World wasn't just a reunion album, it was a rebirth. Suddenly, Maiden sounded epic again. Long songs, grand themes, world tours bigger than ever. Most bands fade with age. Iron Maiden grew stronger. Metallica, Death Magnetic, 2008. Reclaiming their throne. Metallica didn't disappear, but they fractured their fan base. The Load era, Saint Anger. Internal breakdowns documented for the world to see. By the mid-2000s, many fans believed Metallica had lost their soul. Then came 2008. Death Magnetic brought back long songs, complex riffs, and thrash aggression. It wasn't nostalgia, it was a statement. Metallica were still standing, still dangerous, still Metallica. Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell, 1980, 2013. By the late 1970s, Black Sabbath were falling apart. Ozzy Osbourne, one of the most iconic frontmen in rock, was fired due to addiction and instability. Many believed Sabbath without Ozzy was finished. Instead, 1980s, Heaven and Hell shocked the world. Ronnie James Dio brought power, precision, and mythic darkness. Sabbath didn't soften, they evolved. Decades later, in 2013, the impossible happened again. 13 reunited Ozzy, Tony Iommi, and Geezer Butler, and debuted at #1 worldwide. Few bands survive losing their identity. Sabbath survived losing it twice. Why comebacks define metal? Metal isn't about perfection. It's about survival. These bands didn't just make great music. They fought through collapse, ridicule, tragedy, and time itself. Because in metal, one rule stands above all. You're only finished when you stop fighting. If metal history matters to you, like the video, subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more legendary metal stories.